On the day Daniel realized hard work wasn't the problem, he was sitting on a bus, exhausted, counting coins in his palm. He had done everything he was told, worked long hours, picked extra shifts, said yes to every opportunity. And yet, effort kept going in, while his life stayed exactly where it was. He wasn't lazy. Every month ended the same way. Effort in, survival out. That night, something changed. Not his income, but the way he thought about leverage. Daniel met leverage accidentally. At a cafe, he overheard two friends arguing. One complained about being busy all the time. The other smiled and said, "I'm busy too, but my work keeps working after I stop." That sentence stayed with Daniel. Work that keeps working. He went home and started reading. Not obsessively, just 30 minutes a night. The first lesson hit him quietly. Leverage is not cheating. It's multiplication. For the first time, Daniel saw the difference clearly. Effort that disappears versus effort that echoes. He had always traded time for money. 1 hour, 1 wage. But leverage meant using tools that allowed one effort to produce many results. Money could be leverage. Skills could be leverage. Technology, people, systems. These were all levers. Daniel started with what he had: time and curiosity. He learned a skill that scaled: basic video editing. At first, it earned him nothing. Then one client became 2. 2 became 10. He noticed something new. The same edit template saved him hours. That template was leverage. His past effort was now helping his future self. He also noticed the opposite. Some tasks drained him completely and left nothing behind. Endless overtime, random gigs with no learning. Daniel began cutting those out, not because they were bad, but because they didn't compound. He wasn't chasing comfort. He was chasing accumulation of advantage. Next came financial leverage. Daniel didn't have much money, but he had discipline. Instead of waiting to earn more, he automated small investments. A little went into broad index funds every month. It wasn't impressive, but it was consistent. The market became his silent partner, compounding while he slept. He finally understood something most people miss: leverage rewards, patience more than speed. Debt, he learned, was also leverage, but dangerous in the wrong hands. Daniel avoided consumer debt. He saw how it magnified stress instead of opportunity. Used carefully, leverage could lift you. Used carelessly, it could crush you. That awareness alone saved him years. Technology became his biggest ally. Daniel posted short educational videos about the skills he was learning. One video reached 1,000 people, then 10,000. His knowledge, once trapped in his head, now traveled without him. He wasn't paid per hour anymore. He was paid per impact. Some days, nothing happened. Other days, old videos earned new clients. That was the moment everything shifted. His past self was now helping his present self. For the first time, time felt like an ally instead of an enemy. But leverage wasn't only about growth. It was also about protection. Daniel built an emergency fund. That buffer gave him leverage over fear. When your rent is covered for months, you negotiate better, think clearer, and say no to bad deals. Stability itself became leverage. The most surprising shift came when Daniel stopped trying to do everything alone. He collaborated. Someone was better at marketing, another at design. Together, their combined effort beat individual grind. Shared leverage outperformed solo struggle. Years later, Daniel still worked hard, but differently. He asked one question before every decision: will this effort repeat, or will it disappear? He already knew the answer: effort that disappears versus effort that echoes. If the result vanished after he stopped, he reconsidered. If it compounded, he leaned in. The story of leverage isn't about shortcuts, it's about direction. Pushing harder on the wrong wall only leads to exhaustion. But place a lever correctly, and a small force moves something heavy. Daniel didn't become rich overnight. He became free gradually. And freedom, he learned, is what leverage is really for. When younger men asked Daniel for advice, he never gave numbers or promises. He told them to look at their days. Where does your effort go when the day ends? Does it vanish or does it stay? He explained that leverage can start small, writing once instead of explaining repeatedly, learning one valuable skill deeply instead of many shallow ones, saving automatically instead of relying on willpower. None of it feels dramatic at first. That's why most people ignore it. But years later, the difference is impossible to miss. Because in the end, leverage doesn't change how hard you work. It changes whether your work keeps working for you.